Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udire Nasha Prayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishviki Krishneshwaramo Bhagate Janagana Vidisa Kalau Nashta Trishamesha Purnaka Gunodita Sarvedanta Saram Hi Srimad Bhagavatam Tatra Sarvadritasya Nanyatrasya Pratikvachit Krishna Tulya Bhagavata Sarvashaya Pratishoke Pratyakshayana Artikaya Premaya Bhagavata Krishnera Sriyanga Ate Kaina Yate Govi Krishnanga Srimad Bhagavatam Mahaprabhu Ki Jai. This is Saturday Bhagavatam class, December 7th, 2024. We're discussing chapter 19 of the first Canto of Bhagavatam. Let's look at where we are here. 581. Page 581, that's where we are. Verse number 8. So Parikshit sat without eating on the bank of the Ganga, and he was peaceful and free from all material attachments, and he fixed his mind on the lotus feet of Mukunda. Mukundangrim Ananya Bhava. Ananya Bhava, he had undivided feelings and affection for the lotus feet of the giver of liberation, Bhagavan Sri Krishna, in this case, Mukunda Krishna. When he decided to sit and fast, he did not think of anything else but Krishna. So now text 8, Chatropa Jagmur Bhuvanam Punana Mahanubhava Muniya Sashishya Prayena Tirtha Vigama Padeshe Swayam Hi Tirtani Punanti Shanta. This is page 581, verse number 8. So noble-minded sages who purify the world came along with their disciples to see Parikshit on the pretext of visiting a holy place. The devotees, being holy places personified, purify the holy places. This is very interesting. In the commentary, he said all the sages came to see Parikshit, but there was no social media then, and now they didn't have cell phones. So how did they know this event was going on? So it's explained in the commentary by Vishnu, understanding by their omniscience that they came to drink the sweetness of the Bhagavatam. So what's that term called, the Sanskrit term?
Trikalagya.
Trikalagya, thank you, very smart. That they have the ability, Trikala, three phases of time, they can see. They can see the past, present, and future. There's a Shastra, a Vedic Shastra called Bhrigu Samhita, compiled by Bhrigu, who is a great sage and rishi, Devata, who's a rishi among the Devatas. He compiled a book called Bhrigu Samhita, and he wrote the life story of, I think, 4 times 88,000 jivas. Something like that. I think there's 4 parts of the 4 parts of the Bhrigu Samhita, and each one describes the past lives and future and present of 88,000 human jivas. So if these sages, if you meet these sages that are expert in the Bhrigu Samhita, they can tell you if they have the patra, they have the pages, all these. But what happened was that Brigham Muni, some curse or some wish or something, that not one person has the whole Brigham Samhita. Everyone has part of it. It was divided into 4 pieces, 4 parts, and 4 disciples took the 4 parts, different directions of India. So these sages, they're called Shalakya. So they can go and they say, last life you were born in France, and year before that, your life before that you were born in Germany, and 3 lifetimes ago you were a princess in Jaipur. Usually they say that about Western women. And they tell the husband, last life you were a Swiss, and the year before last life you were Austrian, and 3 lifetimes ago you were a king in Rajasthan. Anyway, maybe it's true, I don't know. But so these sages that came there to Namisharanya, Sukratal, called Sukratal, to hear the Parikshit speak the Bhagavatam, Sukadeva to speak the Bhagavatam to Parikshit, they were Srikalagya, and they knew that they could see in the future, a few weeks from now, Sukadeva Goswami is going to show up at Sukratal on the banks of the Ganga and speak the Bhagavatam, which he heard from his father Vyasadeva. He's going to speak it to King Parikshit, who's preparing to leave his body. So they all moved over there. It was a big Woodstock festival. Big rock concert. And 500,000 sages came from all over the universe. And who are they? Turn the page to find out who the stars were. Starring Achimuni, Vasishta, Chavanarishi, Brigu. So Brigu is there. Gautam, Bharadwaj, Maitreya, Agastya, Vyas, and Narad. So the guru of the guru of the guru came. Sukadeva's guru is who?
Vyasadeva.
Vyasadev's guru is who? You're looking at, I don't know. Okay, so the whole gang was there, everybody was there. So there are all kinds of rishis. Big time rishis, small timers. 6'11". There are Deva rishis, Brahma rishis, and Raja rishis. So it's obvious, the king, what was Parikshit?
Rajarshi.
Rajarshi, or Rajarishi, or Rajarshi. He was a king, but he was a great saintly person. Like, who's an example of modern day of that? Thank you. The hometown boss. Hometown hero. What's his name? Damodar Modi or something?
Narendra Damodar Modi.
Narendra Damodar Das.
His name is Narendra.
Narendra Damodar Das.
I mean, he's the king of human beings. It's like Parikshit was called Parikshit because he examined. Parikshit means examine. He examined everywhere, looking for Vishnu he saw in the womb. Are you Vishnu? No, I'm not. He's over there. So everybody met, he said, are you Vishnu? No, he's up there. Just so easy to meet. Okay, I saw him in the womb. So when they do the chart of a baby, then they give a name according to its destiny, what his life will most represent. So the Prime Minister of India, his birth name is Narendra. Indra means king and Nara means human beings. So that was a good astrologer. First he became chief minister of Gujarat, because he's Gujarati. And then he became prime minister, he became Pradhan Mantri. Pradhan means the chief Mantri, predominating minister, prime minister, Pradhan Mantri. So he wasn't there, but He's what we consider Rajarishi. I don't know if he's a king, but I don't know what that gotra is of his name. At any rate, so they were there. So who is the Devarishi?
Narada.
Narada Muni. Who's the Brahmarishi?
Vasishtha.
Why are they called Brahmarishis? Why are they called Brahmarishis?
Because
They realized Brahman. They realized Brahman.
What?
They realized Brahman.
No. You have. Your word is wrong. That's why you're speaking all this crazy stuff. The sons of Brahma. The Saptarishi, that's why I said Atri and all these guys.
Bhrigu, Atri, Vasishtha.
These are all the sons of Brahma.
Angiras.
Not Brahman. Bhrigu's not a Brahmavadi. Bhrigu is a Vaishnava.
Vishwamitra, he became Brahmarshi.
He's a bogus. No, offense to Mr. Rico. There we go. He may have power, but he doesn't have as much power as Radharani.
Yeah.
So we're not afraid. Your daddy may be a big rishi, but my Radharani is bigger than your daddy. Sarva Shakti Vai Radharani Ki Jai. If you control the origin of all Shaktis, then what does that make you? Because the Upanishads say, Prasya Shakti Vidayashri Svabhavaki Gana Bala Kriyacha, to describe Bhagavan Sri Krishna, has all kinds of powers. But he doesn't have Radharani's power. Radharani controls him. So, who is more powerful? Radharani. So all these three guys were there, and Parikshit bowed his head and respected them. And it's a great assembly here. It's Sadhu Sammelan. It's a gathering of great saintly people. And they're all very ancient sages. Some of them are called Chiranjeevs. Chiranjeevs. I don't know, I guess they were there too, it doesn't mention them. Parasrama is a Chiranjeev. Ashtatthama Muni, Bali Maharaj, Hanuman, Kripacharya, Parasram, Vibhishan, Vyasadeva. So Vyasadeva and Parasram are called Chiranjeev. Jeev means living being, Chiran means a long time. Chiran. Chiran. So they're very old, they're thousands of years old, millions of years old, some of these guys. And they all came to hear what? Who?
Bhagavatam.
Bhagavatam from a kid. How old was he? 16 years old, 15, 16 years old. These guys have been, some of them have been living for yugas. Yugas, and the kid's only 16 years old. Just like now you see on the internet, there's different people giving Bhagavad subtitles. There's some kid, Balacharya or something, 8 years old, 7 years old, some Brahmin from somewhere in India. He's giving these, I see in YouTube movies of him. You can hardly see over the asana, he got this huge asana, he's a little kid. He's giving Bhagavad class. So yeah, great sage, great saintly person. So they're all there to hear this. And then, what was he wearing? What was his dress?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Air is his dress. In all the directions.
You dig where his dress.
Yeah, all the directions.
Can you dig my umbra? Dig is a 1960 term, it means like. Can you dig it? That's hippie talk, 1960s. I dig it, man. I'm into it. I dig it. Radhe Shyam. Jai Radhe. So, look at this text 16, page 585. This is very nice. 4 wishes at death. You can make it. There's 4 wishes at death. First one is, I hope I don't die. But that's not one of them. Because it's already decided you're out. Your time's up. Time out, time's up. So, Pariksha Maharaj in this verse, first Canto, chapter 19, verse 16, it's assuming, of course, that one has some control and some command of their intelligence. Because at the time of death, it's very rare that someone has any conscious control or any thinking process. But he, at least this, we don't know what day this is, because he's sitting for, he hasn't started hearing yet the Bhagavatam, which will go on for 7 days. He gathered there ahead of time. 585. And it's interesting because by this verse is very important for anyone who wants to know about important verses, because it indicates what one should be thinking of when he's getting close to death. If he or she has any premonition or advance notice, like they get terminal cancer, and they come to Vrindavan and sit in the hospice, counting the days to die, then this verse is for you, or for me, or for anyone. So he was praying that this is what I want. You know, I'm going to die, so I'll probably take another birth. If Krishna delivers me, that's my good fortune. No one really knows for sure what the next position will be when they're dying. Of course, if they're prema bhakta and they've been having darshan, sakshat darshan with Krishna, then they'll know everything, where they're going. And so they maybe not even say this. But this particular verse, these 4 things that he's thinking about meditating on the countdown, he's on day number 1 here. Because pretty soon Shukadeva will show up and start speaking. So before he gets there, this is how he's preparing for death. I want, in my next life, at the time of death, at this life, and also next life, I'm praying for Bhagavad Rati, and then Mahadashraya, and let's see, Maharashtraya, and friendship, Mitra Sarvatra, and to be respectful to Brahmins. In other words, he learned his lesson. The reason he's dying, why is he dying?
Curse of a Brahmana Bhava, mistreating.
Because he disrespected a Brahmin. He put a dead snake around a Brahmin named, was it? Shamika Rishi. And Shamika Rishi's son, Shringi, cursed the king to die in 7 days. So Parikshit took it as a good exit. He was tired of his queens and kingdom and all that stuff, get fed up with it after a while. So he took this as a reason to check out, so to speak, to move on. So he's asking here, say Sanskrit.
Punascha bhuyat bhagavatyanante ratik prasangas tada chatat ashrayeshu mahatsu yam upayami srishtim maitrastu sarvatra namo dvijebhyah.
Yeah, nice. So he asks for Bhagavat Anante Rati. Bhagavat, you see that first and second line are joined together. Bhagavat Anante Rati. Rati means love, attachment. Anante means endless. For whom? Krishna. Like sometimes someone's in love with someone, they say, I'll love you to the end of time. Really? My watch broke yesterday. That means our love is finished. I'll love you to the end of time. My watch stopped yesterday at 9 p.m. No, it's not going by your watch. I have Apple Watch. Still going. So that's called Bhagavad Rati, Bhagavanante Rati. Prasangas, what does prasanga mean?
Excellent association.
Association. Association with great devotees. What's the verse from, was it 4th Canto? Satam prasangam.
Mama virya samvido bhavanti hritkarna rasayana kada tajoshanadash apavargavartmani shraddharatir bhaktir anukramishyati.
Right.
Third canto.
3rd Canto.
Kapilamani Devati.
Yeah, Kapilamani Devati. Thank you. So that word is there for sangas. Prasanga means very tight association. I want to take shelter and tight association with great devotees. Mahat Ashraya, I want to take shelter on the association of great bhaktas. And we want to be friends. I want to be friends with everybody. Sarvatra, 4th line. Maitreya is a Sanskrit way of saying Mitra. Mitra is the name for the sun planet. He's called Jiva Mitra. He's a friend of the living entities. Jiva Mitra is also called Narabandhu, friend of human beings. No better friend than the sunshine. No sunshine, no life. And then he learned his lesson because he offended the Brahmin. And if he takes another birth, he doesn't want to do that again. So he's praying it when he's dead. When he's dying, make sure that Dvija, the last word of the 4th line, Dvija, what does Dvija mean?
Burns to time.
What does that mean? Their birth?
No, one from the womb and one with the
One from the egg and one from the womb, from the egg. No.
No, one from the womb and one from Brahmana Diksha when they take the holy grail.
Okay, that's great. So he says, Namo Dvijebhya. I want to, it's plural. This word bhya means plural. We say Radha Krishna Bhyam Namaha. When you're doing puja murtis, you go Shrim Klim Radha Krishna Bhyam Namaha. There's a mantra, that's the bija mantra for offering upachar, puja upachar, for agarbati, divam, Boga, etc. Shrim, Klim, Radha Krishna, Bhyam, Namaha. Anyway, so that's nice. So what are the 4 things?
Having attachment for Krishna and
Loving
association-
attachment.
Loving attachment for Krishna. Association.
Endless.
Endless loving attachment for Krishna and association, excellent association of devotees.
Taking shelter, ashraya, prasanga ashraya.
That's good.
Yeah.
And having respect, friendship, friendly feeling for all living entities. And
Feed the doggies. Monkey seva. Don't forget. Bananas, chickpeas. Eat some yourself too. Get some power to go over. Some for the monkeys, some for you. What's the difference? That we have to ponder over, think deeply about what is the difference. They have more hair than you do. That's about the only difference. Okay. Well,
respect for Brahmins.
respect for Brahmins. Remember that. These guys are collecting respect, so deposit with them. Offering respects is considered a fourth wish out of repentance for disrespecting a Brahmin in this life. So in the next life he wants to make sure, may I have respect for the Brahmins. So let's look at page 587, verse 20. And it says this desire of a devotee. What is the desire of a devotee? Fourth line, Bhagavat Parshva Kama. There's a verse from Prem Bhakti Chandrika by Narottam Das Thakur. He says, Guru Sakhi Parshva Bhame. What does that mean?
On the left side of the Guru Sakhi.
Right. There's an Ekadasi midway between, after 2 months of Chaturmasya, there's one Ekadasi called Parshva Ekadasi. Parshva. Because for the first 2 months of Chaturmasya, July and August, then we got Devatas and Devis who are sleeping on the left side. After 2 months, they roll over and sleep on the right side. So that when they roll over, that's Ekadasi. It's called Parshva, means side. They change sides. And how many hours are there? It's 4 months of Earth time. How many hours is it for them?
8.
Right.
Yeah.
So 4 hours, what side they sleep on? First 4 hours.
Left side.
Can't figure it out?
Left side.
What's the answer?
Left side.
And then 4 hours what?
Right side. Right side.
Well, any other side?
Relax.
No back? No belly? So you guys sleep on your belly or your back, you can't be a Devata.
Yeah.
Well, your babies out there sleep on your belly. Haven't learned to get up yet. Or back, right? They're on their back. Roll over Ekadasi. What's the roll over Ekadasi called?
Parshva Ekadasi.
That's that side. Just roll over. Roll over. Yeah. You got to do Wi-Fi going on here. With my brain, got 2 arrows going up like this. You got 2 arrows. Good, good. What demon did Krishna kill when he rolled over?
Chakrastra. Chakrastra.
Correct. Shakarasura. He took the form of a cart, a bullock cart. He's like a ghost type of guy. And Krishna was under there. Mother Yashoda tied a sari to the axle underneath the cart and made a hammock. And hired some maidservant, Vridarika, to push the baby. So the baby was being pushed, and Krishna was rocking like this under the bullock cart. Everybody was having a good time party, eating, drinking, buttermilk. Drinking buttermilk. Chats, or maybe some smoothies or something. And they were dancing, and the show was going around greeting everyone. It was a big event. How old was Krishna at this time?
3 months.
3 months.
3 months. For 3 months he was lying on his belly or back?
Back.
Back.
And so he said, "That's about time for me to get out of this back program." So it just so happened that the reason that Yashoda was celebrating a big party was because it was called the Utan Utsav. Utan Utsav means a festival that you celebrate when your kid gets off his back and starts getting in trouble. When you're lying on your back means you lost the fight. You're defeated. Like a dead cockroach. But when you go over, then you start running around like a squirrel. So you should organize a festival. Go Utan Utsav. So Krishna was pretty bored with that. So he pretended to be sleepy, so he went out to pinch him, you know. Babies don't like to get pinched all the time. Krishna has a big ego. I think I like that. So he was with the show and he started yawning. Oh, like fake, he's practicing fake sleep since babyhood. It's called Shalak Supta. We read about it. Fake sleep. Oh, it's not. And it's the Leela where Krishna pretends to sleep so you hear the gopis talk about him. And Radharani tries to steal his food. Anyway, so Mother shows that you're tired, you stand there and go to sleep. So then he kicked his leg up and knocked the guy out. So in the Prem Bhakti Chandrika, what does it say? This word Parshva. Remember, don't get lost. Bhagavad Parshva Kama. What does it mean?
The side of always on the side of devotees.
On the side of devotees or God? Krishna. So what the Prem Bhakti Chandrika says, Guru Sakhi Bhame Parshva. So what does it mean?
The left side of Guru Sakhi.
I always want to be on the left side of my Guru Sakhi, in my Siddhadeya as a Manjri in the spiritual world. Why left side?
Right side superiors.
Because the senior person is always on the right side of the junior person. So who's older? Nitai or Gaur?
Nitai.
So where does he stand?
Right side.
Right side. Okay, so this is the desire, kama, desire, always be, this is the right kind of desire we should have. Bhagavad Parshva Kama, nice phrase in Sanskrit. So there was a question was asked in the Bhagavatam first canto. Shaunaka Rishi asked questions to Sutta Goswami. He said, he asked two questions. What is the best thing one should do while they're living? And what should one do when they're dying? So when you're going and moving, what should you do when you're moving? And when you're going to stop moving, what should you do? So he says this way, he asked here. Pariksha is asking the same thing again. So the whole Bhagavatam deals with these questions. So he says, read the Sanskrit. 24.
Tataschava prithyam imam vipritche vishambhya viprayiti krityatayam sarvatmanam viyamane.
Krityatya mean, what did you say?
Krityatayam.
Okay.
Sarvatmanam riyamanescha krityam shuddham cha tatramrishatabhiyukta.
Okay, translate, read the translation.
O Brahmanas, I thus ask about your mercy. That should be determined. Since I have developed faith in your mercy, please consider and tell me in common agreement what is the pure activity, though there are many duties to be performed and many duties for those who are dying.
So let's look at the commentary on this verse from BBT, between Srila Prabhupada. It's a very nice commentary. Two.
24.
Huh?
24.
Yeah, 24. I like the translation of this verse is much better in VBT. O trustworthy Brahmins, Vishrabhya Vipra. The same translated in Brahma's edition, you see? This word, second line, Vishrabhya means trustworthy. Vipra means Brahmins. So, O trustworthy Brahmins, I now ask you about my immediate duty. After proper deliberation, tell me of the unalloyed duty of everyone in all circumstances, in other words, while I'm alive, and those who are about to die. So Parikshit Maharaj has placed these two questions before Shukadev Goswami. Practically the whole Bhagavatam, from 2nd canto to 12th canto, deals with these two questions. What two questions?
What is the activity? What's
Duty.
Duties of the person who is living and who is about to die.
Yeah. So what's the answer?
Here, Srimad
What?
This whole, from 2nd canto to...
Yeah, so what does it say? What's the answer?
Hear, study, remember.
Kirtan.
Shravanam Kirtan Vishnu Smaranam. Hear, shall remember Krishna Nam, Rup, Guna, and Leela. This is the teaching. While you're alive and when you're dead. Ante Narayana Smriti. At the end, remember Narayana. That's in this chapter also, this verse. Okay, let's see what else he says. The first class thing that one should do is give up every other method or way of spirituality and surrender to the lotus feet of Krishna and thus be saved. That's a good idea. Can't argue with that. Surrender to Krishna. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. You heard that? Popular in Gujarat. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. This is the followers of Vallabhacharya. This is their mantra. They do non-sankirtan of one name, Krishna. So let's see now verse 26. Now the star of the whole Bhagavatam is who?
Sukadeva Goswami.
Sukadeva Goswami. Who's the co-star?
Parikshit Maharaj.
Okay. Who wrote the screenplay?
Yes.
You're right. The script, I should say.
Yeah.
Who wrote the script? Yesterday. So this describes the feature of a Mahapurush. Mahapurush, a great human being. will have these characteristics. They look very youthful. Actually, there's some comments that say that Sri Goswami was much older than 16, but he looked 16. He was like maybe 90 or 100, we don't know. They say he was much older. But he looked, because, yogis, they really look young, usually young and youthful. They know how to do yoga and keep all their chakras balanced and eat, it's just eat barley juice and stuff. So I saw some comments on this verse. He was 16, but he looked 16. Like Krishna, how old was he on the battlefield of Kurukshetra?
90 years.
He was 90 years old, and when everyone commented, he looked like a 15-year-old kid.
Yeah,
Navayoganam. But everybody else looked old, like old soldiers, old commanders. Bhishma, Drona, all those guys. But he was also old. Krishna was 90, but he looked 16. He was always smiling, too. Everybody's head's getting cut off. Millions of people's heads are rolling on the ground. Blood shooting like fountains everywhere. And Krishna's smiling. What fun. Always wanted to drive a car. When I was a kid in Vrindavan, I used to see bullock cars go by. I thought, what fun it would be to drive one. So I became a Kshatriya and I got to drive Arjun's chariot. Then Mahabharata describes Krishna driving the chariot, but it's not a very glorious thing. It's not like sitting in the seat of a Lamborghini or a BMW either, Mercedes. Where does the driver of the chariot sit?
Back of the horse.
He sits below the backside of the horse, on the axle of the chariot. So, what comes up from the feet of the horse?
Dust.
Blood. Blood, mud. A million people are dying, there's a lot of mud.
Yeah.
All mud, and when the animal is scared and frightened, poo-poo.
Yeah, all that is coming.
So the horse is passing stolen urine on Krishna, and the hoofs are kicking up mud. That's what Krishna did for Arjuna. And we can't clean the toilets in the ashram. That was the first service I did in the temple for 1 month. I told him I went to college, had to read. I said, we were looking for a guy like you. You're qualified. MBBS, we gotta we got some bhakti yoga for you. I came to practice bhakti yoga. Okay, show me the yoga. Here's a brush. Here's the sandy flush. You put this stuff in there, you go like this. I said, but this is toilet cleaning. This is not toilet, this is Brahmin's toilet cleaning. These toilets are used by the temple Brahmins. I said, oh. Brahmins must see some special devata. After 8 months, I became one. Oh, God. So let's hear how beautiful he is. He has tender feet and hands, thighs, arms, shoulders, forehead, beautiful, long, wide eyes, lotus eyes, raised nose, symmetrical ears, shapely eyebrows, and his throat was smooth and shapely like a conch shell. And all this stuff, he goes on to describe all that as beautiful. He was very attractive to women. Verse 28. Srina Manogyam. Ruchira Sritena. Yeah, a very pleasant smile. Ruchi means tasty, and Srita means smile. Means beautiful, tasty smile. Srina Manogyam means he attracted the minds of the lady. That's not so good. Rita Rishi. All the sages recognized this as Sukadeva Goswami, and they stood up to greet him. And they offered him a big asan. It says in verse 29, Maha asan, big asan. It's a huge seat. And it describes the audience in verse 30, Brahma Rishi, Raja Rishi, Deva Rishi, Sangha. So they were, Prabhupada gives, who are the Brahma Rishis? Vashishta, Raja Rishis, Varishta Sena, Varishta Sena, Arshi Sena, Devishwar Narad. Prabhupada gives a biography of these guys. But Shiva Goswami in his commentary gives a biography. Let's just look at some of it. Oh, that's another place. Oh, he just says, that's verse, what is it? What verse number?
30.
30. He said Shukadeva Goswami was surrounded by saintly sages and devatas, like the moon surrounded by the stars. His presence was gorgeous, and he was respected by all. It doesn't have, there's another verse that has biographies.
10th verse.
Huh?
10th verse, where
Yeah.
all the sages came.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's right, 10th verse. No, Vishnu, no.
No.
Yeah. Okay, let's look at verse 34. That's 30. Let's skip up to 34. 33. Look at the second, read the second, the third and fourth line.
Yesham samsmaranat pumsan sadya shuddhyanti vaigraha kim punardarshana sparsha pada sauchasanadibhi.
Yesham samsmaranat pumsam sadya shuddhanti vaigriha kim punadashna svarsha pada sauchasanadibhi. So Parikshit is admitting his humble position and glorifying the sages simply by remembering you. Samsmara, you see that?
Yes, Gurudev.
Samsmara punsam. Punsam means being a person, a human being. Satya, satya means immediately. Shuddhanti means purified. So simply by remembering you, even the house, let us see the people, even the house becomes purified. Punardarshana Svarsha Pada Shochan, he said, what does speak of seeing you? What's the word for seeing?
Darshana.
Touching is what word?
Sparsha.
Svarsha.
Washing feet is Pada Saucha.
Pada Shochan.
Giving seat is Asana.
And asana is giving a seat. So any contact with the great sages, one becomes purified. Shuddhanti Vaigriha. Sadhya means immediately, by remembering them. So this means There's 6 senses. What are the 6 senses?
Mind and knowledge acquiring sense. Eyes, ears, nose.
Correct. So this verse describes the 6 senses all become purified by remembering. The mind becomes purified by remembering. Samsmarana. See line 3. Samsmaranat. Samsmarana. By always remembering the saintly people, your mind becomes purified. And by contacting your senses with the body of the sage, you become a saintly person, you become purified. By touch, by seeing, your eyes by seeing, your hands by touching, like that. So this verse shows the power of remembering a saint. Just remembering. In Pava Puran, it says, there's one verse, so when you remember a saintly person, 1/6, which is, how much is that? How many percent? 16%. 16% of the good qualities of that saintly person come into you. Not bad. So you become like them. So look at 34. Pariksha Maharaj glorified Shukadeva Goswami. O great yogi, the greatest sins are destroyed immediately by closeness to you, just as demons are destroyed by closeness to Krishna. Bridrika, tell me what's the word for immediately destroyed? 2 words.
Nasyanti.
Nasyanti means what?
Possible nasyanti.
What's it again?
Nashyanti is
Possible.
destroyed.
Nasyanti means destroy. What does immediately mean?
Immediately. Sadhyo.
Yeah, right. Sadhyo Nasyanti means immediately destroyed. What's the word for sins? Big sins. First line. 2 words mean big sins.
Patakani maya.
What did you say?
Patakani Mahan.
Yeah, right. Patakani, just remember the hellish planet, there's 7 hellish planets below the earth. What is the name? Atala.
Atala, Vitala, Sutala,
Rasatala,
Rasatala,
Patala.
Talatala, Patala.
So one's Patala. So Patala, see the word Patakani is also Patala. So Patala means hell, means sins. Because you go to hell by sins. So Mahan means Mahaprasad. Big prasad. So big sins. The greatest sins are destroyed by what? What is the word? Sanityat. Sanityat means to live, to reside, to keep close to. But you stay close to a great devotee, a great yogi. As yogi, what is the devotee?
Bhakti yogi.
What's the verse from Gita that proves that the Bhakti yogi is the best yogi?
Yogi nama api sarvesham madhyate nātana.
Atmana, but Shraddhavan Bhajate Yoma.
Or?
Last line.
Tato,
6th chapter of Gita, 47th verse, last verse of the chapter.
Teme
Guys are frozen. Go back to Hyderabad. Yogi nama visarvesham madhyatan antratma suravan vajate yoma sami chattuno mata. Come on, boys. You gyro. You were Brahmins, now you're Jagannath. Got devoted. Jagannath, what is your birth name?
Jagadananda and Madhananda.
Right. I don't know myself. Maybe it could be good chance. It's a good guess.
Yes.
Yeah. Ananda.
Okay, take 36, next page, 596. Pariksha says, otherwise, how is it possible that men like us, at the moment of death, can see a perfected being like you, whose movements are unknown? So let's see what the PBT purport is here. Very nice purport. The great sage, Prabhupada says in first Canto, chapter 19, verse 36, right?
Yes, Gurudev.
The great sage Sukadeva Goswami was inspired by Krishna to appear voluntarily before Parikshit to teach the Bhagavatam. One can achieve the bhakti to Krishna by the mercy of the Guru and Krishna himself. The Guru is a representative of Krishna to help one achieve ultimate success. One who is not authorized by Krishna cannot become a spiritual master. Sukadeva Goswami is an authorized spiritual master. It's called Satsu Samatam Sadat Samatam Sadat. There's a term that means Samatam means approval. The word Samatam means approval. Sadastu or something. Samatam. One should be approved by the saints.
Satsu Samatam.
Yeah, Satsu Samatam. Satsu Samatam. That's the phrase. Satsu Samatam means one can be a spiritual master if he's approved and ordered by his guru to be spiritual master and approved by the Sangha of other great saintly Vaishnavas. And my Guru Maharaj did this with us in 2015. He wanted us to be Guru, but I tried to not accept that service because I wasn't liking to do that. So, but I met him a couple of times and he repeatedly told me. So then I went and met other saintly people at Radhakund, beginning with Vaishnapada. Sripad Vaishnapada Das Babaji Maharaj and Ramakrishna Das Babaji, who were great saintly people from Radhakund. And I spoke to them about this idea of my Guru Maharaj, and they both quoted different verses from Bhagavatam and gave me complete encouragement and approval and to carry on to give Diksha. So that's called Satsu Samatam. Because if it's coming down from the spiritual world directly through the Guru, then it's some divine dispensation, divine arrangement. So with the encouragement, with the order of the Guru and the encouragement of great saintly people, we accepted this statement. So that's what he's saying here, that Prabhupada's saying one should, he's saying the same thing. He said one who is not authorized cannot become a spiritual master. It's authorized is Sanskrit term for that is sadhu samatsu. Sadhu samatsu, yeah. That's what it is. One can achieve the ultimate success of going back to God if one is favored by Krishna sending his true representative. As soon as the true representative of Krishna is met by a devotee, the devotee is assured of a guarantee for going back to God just after leaving the present body. This is a very positive, very upbeat purport. Prabhupada's not saying you take another birth. If you have a proper guru in this life, then you'll go directly to Krishna when you die. However, that depends on the sincerity of the devotee. Krishna is sitting in everyone's heart. He knows all the movements of all individual persons. As soon as Krishna finds a particular soul is very eager to go back to Godhead, Krishna at once sends his bona fide representative. The sincere devotee is assured by Krishna of going back to Godhead. The conclusion is that to get the assistance and help of a bona fide spiritual master means to receive the direct help of Krishna himself. That's a great purport. 1.9.36 is completely explaining the verse itself, right? Because who is sincere about going back to God? Krishna Maharaj. So Krishna knew his heart, knew his mind, and from inside the heart of Sukadeva Goswami, no cell phones, no GPS, no anything, but Krishna directed him. 1861 of Gita. Ishvara Sarvabhutanam Vidyasya Tishnati Brahmayan Sarvabhutani Jansurdaya Maya. Translation.
Ishvara
I'm seeing the heart of every living entity
and directing them. Ishvara Sarvabhutanam Hriddesha Tishtati. I'm sitting in the everyone's heart as the Ishvara in all the living entities. Brahmayan Sarvabhutana, and I am directing them accordingly.
Yansurdani. Yansur means
Just
machine.
like a machine.
The body is like a machine. A machine has a machine operator, a bulldozer operator, a crane operator, tractor operator. So the operator, the controller, the director is Krishna in the heart. He's directing the jiva. Atma sitting in the heart is being directed by Bhagavan. So Sukadeva was directed by Krishna's heart. Go to this banyan tree on the bank of the Ganga. There's a big party going on there. Parikshit's there, thousands of sages are there waiting for you to come. What's up? Hi guys. Sorry I'm late. I saw an apple tree on the way. I stopped to pick some apple. Yeah. It's a rishi. They say it's some fruits. So he took a little snack before he got there. Maybe mangoes, they're probably mangoes. It's not America. America's only apples. Here you get mangoes. So, text 37, read Sanskrit. Nice Sanskrit, really nice Sanskrit.
अतः पृच्छामि संसिद्धिं योगिनां परमं गुरुं पुरुषस्येह यत्कार्यं म्रियमाणस्य सर्वथा.
Now the translation in Prabhupada's book is much better. Much better. Ata Prichami Samsiddhim Yoginam Paramam Gurum Purushasyeya Yatkaryam Mriyamana Sisarata. Okay, so just look at the book and hear this, listen to my translation. The Prabhupada. O Shukadev, you are the spiritual master of great saints and devotees. I therefore am begging you to show me the way to perfection for all persons, especially for one who is about to die. Very clear and very direct. This is all going around like this, not back to the point. I asked the Supreme Guru of the Yogis. It's like, it's not Good. You are the spiritual master of great saints and devotees. Because when Prabhupada sees the word yogi, he thinks of bhakti yogi. But you just see the word yogi by itself, I think yogis means, Shivananda Yoga Ashram, autobiography of a yogi, BR Yoga Society. Yeah. Chinmayananda Yoga Mission. But Prabhupada translates it nice. You're a guru of great saints and devotees. I beg you to show me the way of perfection for all persons, especially one who's about to die, like me, right now. Samsiddhim, the perfect, complete perfection. As was the sadhana to do to attain that perfection. So what do you think Shukadeva is going to say? Hare Krishna. Okay, what did he say? Read English.
Oh, Master, please tell me.
Yeah.
Please tell me what men must hear, chant, remember and worship, or what they should not hear, chant, remember or worship.
Yeah. Don't chant, where's my wife? Don't remember my wife. Don't chant, where's my kids? What about my dog? What about my parakeet? What about my tropical fish? And that's what they should not hear or remember or chant or worship. The 4 items: Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, and what? Archanam. So what is Archanam and Rock Mark?
Seva.
Ding dong. What? That's the answer. Thank you. What she said?
Manasi Seva.
Manasi Seva. We do worship in our mind by serving Radha and Krishna in the Leela, in our Siddhaya. That's our Archana. Manasi Puja, Yoga Pit Puja, Navadip Yoga Pit, Vrindavan Yoga Pit. Manasi Seva is Archana. Not ding, 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 ding. That's called puja. Archana is a broader term. Archana. Because Archa means Archa Murti, a worshipful form. So when you read in the Hari Bhakti Vilas, it talks about different forms of murtis. One form is called Manasik Murti. Murtis are made, Mitika Murti. Mitika Murti means a murti made of clay. There's Daru Kamurti. Daru Kamurti means what? Wood. Daru Brahman. Jagannath is called Daru Brahman. Murti made of wood. And then there's Dhatu Murti. What is that?
Dhatu means metal.
Dhatu means metal. Metal. Dhatu Murti, Mitika Murti, Daru Murti, and Manasa Murti. Manasa Murti means you meditate on Vishaka, this form in your mind, and Tulsi Manjari, and your Guru Sakhi, and your Manjari Swarup, and Radharani's form, and Krishna's form. You establish the Murti in your mind, Manasik Murti, and you do Manasik Puja and Manasik Seva. That's called Archana. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Archana. Yeah. Okay. So what good advice in this next verse 39? We see what good advice Maharaj Friction is giving here. When he meets a sadhu, he asks him, can you give me essential instructions to perfect my bhakti sadhana? oftentimes, I was in Los Angeles in the 1970s in ISKCON, and Prabhupada would come many times during that time to LA because Los Angeles, California, USA was the world headquarters of ISKCON. For some time, the world headquarters is now Mayapur. But at that time, BBT was there. The art department that was doing all the paintings for the books of Prabhupada was in LA. All the artists, all the Kirtan people, everything was in LA. It was a big temple, 500 devotees in the community. Biggest temple in the world, Los Angeles. Biggest book distribution. Of course, sometimes Switzerland and Germany, they were bigger book distributors because they were pretty good, smart guys. Good sellers of books. Switzerland, Rohini Sutta was a big book distributor. Rohini Sutta in Madan, some guy in Madan, a bunch of guys from Switzerland and Germany back in the 70s, all Prabhupada disciples. So Prabhupada was there, and I heard like 20, 30 classes about Prabhupada live. I was there. And sometimes people ask questions in those days. Prabhupada would say, when they asked the wrong kind of question, he would say, the question should be on the subject of the Bhagavad, what we spoke about. Don't ask, left field, right field questions. So that's a very good thing. So this shows that this verse 40, we're going to see how Krishna is an expert student because he knows how to ask the question. So let's see what he said. Srila Goswami says, being addressed and questioned by King Parikshit with 3 words, Srila Goswami began to answer. So one thing is, this very nice phrase here. It says, Slakshnaya Gira. See the first line? Bhagavan Narayan, Bhagavan Badarayan. One thing you should understand, that the term Bhagavan not only refers to the absolute truth, but sometimes great devotees are called Bhagavan. Narada Muni is called Bhagavan Narada. So in this case, Sukadeva Goswami, you can see verse 40, second line, Bhagavan Badarayan. Why is Sukadeva called Badarayan?
Son of Vyasa.
Yeah.
Badarayan is Vyasadeva. So he is called Badarayan.
Why is Vyasadeva called Badarayan?
Because the ashram is near Badrikas.
Yeah. Because Vyasadeva's ashram is called Vyasa Gufa. It's just up the mountain from Babaji Narayan, which is one of the 4 Char Dhams of India. In the Uttar Dig, northern direction, there's Babaji Narayan. In the south direction is Rameshwar, who is it?
Lord Shiva.
Lord Shiva. And in the west direction, what is Holy Dham?
Dwarkadish.
Dwarka, and it's Krishna. And eastern direction, who's there?
Jagannath.
Jagannath Puri, that's Dara Brahman Jagannath. So, because in Badrinath, there's a type of tree called Badri tree, which has a fruit on it, which rishis can eat and live on. A very healthy fruit like amla. We know amla is very healthy fruit. It's like a special, called power food, whatever they call it. Superfood, amla. So Badri is like that, a very healthy thing. So you can dry it and go into a cave, you dry it in the hot summer when it comes ripe, you dry it and take it in the cave. Inside the caves, Namah, there's waterfalls. Some caves have waterfalls inside the cave. The water comes down from inside, in the center of the mountain, the waterfall's coming down, and makes a lake. And some places there's a hot spring. So in one cave, there's a hot spring for cooking rice, for grains, and others for bathing and drinking water. They cover the cave with a big rock, and you know, or some door. They make a door in caves. The whole Himalayas are like this. It's all Krishna ranger. I've seen pictures of the caves in the Himalayas. I've never been in one, but I've seen photographs. There's waterfalls coming down inside the cave. There's a beautiful lake there. It's dark. It's totally dark. There's no light. But the sages have great eyes. They can see in the dark like a cat. So they eat all kinds of herbs and stuff. They have powerful senses. So this is Sakshnaya Gira. Sakshnaya means sweet. Gira means words. Where Gira means word. So this means that when we ask a question, we should ask sweetly. Hey, why you guys shake your head? We don't. That's right. So that concludes chapter 19. So we'll start second canto. Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Baba Mahaprabhu Ki Jai. This is a very exciting chapter, which is full of ras. It's universal form. Yeah, you make a new file, it's good.